Everybody, Isaiah Colton, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over the 6 science-backed principles of persuasion that will actually take your sales and marketing to the next level. If you're a real estate loan officer or in the B2B industry, you have to make sure that these 6 principles of influence are baked into everything that you do with sales and marketing. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, do so, because I'm coming out with some really powerful content every single week on how to help you with your sales, marketing, and overall business growth based on the neuroscience of persuasion. So it's a really interesting topic. So just take a quick second and subscribe to my channel so you can make sure you get my other content. So let's dive right into it. So the first principle, number 1, is the principle of reciprocity. It's a well-known fact that if you give something to somebody, they're going to be more likely to want to give you something back. And this is the quickest way to get people to know, like, and trust you. And so this is where you see people a lot of times putting out free materials, 3 guides, things to add value. So the first thing that you should do is look at the assets that you have in your business and truly ask yourself, how valuable are the assets that you have? And is there anything that you can give away for free? So for example, I give away mini courses, free guides, playbooks. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I've accumulated for my target market to help them see value in what I'm doing and get them to engage in my world through either a 3 giveaway or a low ticket item of some kind that allows them to come into my world and get to know, like me, and trust me. So for a realtor or loan officer, this could be a free masterclass. I actually had one of my realtors that's in my community. They put together a quick series of 6 videos that they called the Ultimate Buyer's Guide to Get the Property of Your Dreams. And what they did is they put it in a class format. It only took them maybe like an hour to put the videos together. They were like 3 to 5 minute videos. And this is a really powerful process because they just put it into a piece of software that they could then launch to paid ad. And they opted into this class, and they would start taking this class. And then what ended up happening is they had these really warm leads coming out on the other side because they had no like and trust. What was really even better about this strategy is it also helped them understand the buyer journey and made it like the clients that this realtor was able to acquire a lot better. And so you can use this strategy no matter what industry that you're in. It's extremely powerful. So that's number 1. Number 2 is social proof. Now, within your guides that you're producing or your assets or whatever you have, all of your marketing materials, the number 1 mistake I see people making is they don't take enough time to do written and video testimonials. So it is a rule with all of our sales and marketing that we put out that we have somewhere between 3 to 10 either written or video testimonials available or on that marketing piece. And so it's part of our service and support process that when we're done with a transaction, that we make sure that we ask for a written and video testimonial. And we use this really powerful tool called Boost. It allows us to send out a link with a script attached, like asking them questions of what we want them to ask them. They can shoot a 30-second to minute video. It comes back. We do some basic editing. And then we have a checklist on where that social proof goes, whether it goes up on our Google My Business page, it goes out to different marketing materials, it goes up on our landing pages or whatever we're trying to do. And so what ends up happening is if you look at our page, it's just a running list of so much social proof that people just automatically go from knowing us to liking us and trusting us and what we have to say to be true because they've seen so much proof. And so it's an extremely powerful strategy. Make sure you start doing that right away. The third thing is authority. It's presenting yourself as an expert. So social proof helps you do this, but also when you are providing reciprocity, social proof, the authority starts coming. But any certifications that you have, displaying those certifications, any statistics, so anything that separates you statistics-wise, like maybe you have a 97% list to close rate, or maybe you consistently get 10% more for the properties over anybody else in your market. Anything that's statistics driven that adds to the social proof and that can kind of be put in there to make sure that you're shown as authority figure really, really helps. Things like if you are, if you are in a magazine to make sure that's included in your marketing materials. So all of these things really make a huge difference when it comes to getting people to know, like, and trust, and increasing your conversion rates overall. So that's number 3. Number 4 is building genuine connection. You see, what ends up happening is people in our industry, they're chasing after the next commission. And so what ends up happening is their sales and marketing become stiff and authentic and not authentic. And so what I mean by that is you have to make sure that you're providing value along the way, that you're being genuine, you have active listening. So you're doing different things to make sure that you continuously humanize your brand and get people to like you. So how you do this is, in the sales part, you make sure that you get really good at asking powerful questions, but you're listening, you're taking good notes, and then you're repeating and reframing to make sure you understand where they're coming from, but then you also use that to move them towards the solution. This will make you seem like a superhero in their mind, okay? In the marketing side of things, you should know the pain points to your clients, and how you get them to know and like and trust you. And this whole liking principle is you're speaking to these pain points throughout all of your marketing materials, through your social media content and the content that you're putting out. This leads them to build a genuine connection to what you're doing. The next layer to this is to really work hard on finding a common ground through your sales and marketing materials. That comes through relating to things that you have in common, or telling stories about similar experiences that you've had in your sales and in your marketing materials. And so when you bring this concept of liking, it takes your business to the next level, keeping that brand human and authentic. Okay. Number 5 is a commitment to consistency. Okay. So what I mean by that is they need to see a pathway to everything that you're doing. They need to see that you're consistent. And so what ends up happening is people wonder why they're spending all of this money on lead generation, okay, but they're not getting their deals to convert. Well, that happens because of a lack of consistency. And believe it or not, if you had a conversation with a homeowner, okay, or anybody, it doesn't matter what industry that you're in, and you had this conversation and they asked you to follow up with them. Well, subconsciously, if you don't follow up consistently, even more consistently than maybe they expect, you subconsciously told them that you are not trustworthy. They may not say it out loud, but some of the best deals that we've ever won has been because of consistent follow-up, where we're adding value. It's authentic connection, but we're so consistent with our follow-up, it leads to a closed deal. The next part of this process, though, is how you generate a massive amount of referrals, is you stay extremely consistent with your follow-up after you've gotten the commitment. This is where the client journey comes in, where you give them a copy of that client journey. You say, this is what we're going to operate under. Make sure that they're in agreement with that client journey. And then if they're in agreement, stick to that client journey. Now, this can actually be largely automated through your CRM or marketing automation, where you're not only setting up follow-up, consistent follow-up through your actual sales process, but also you're doing this through a trigger process with your client journey. Meaning, once you've gone down through that specific process, you move them into a different part of your pipeline and it sends them a notification. And you should be doing this for your existing clients. This liking principle will take you to the next level, combined with the commitment and consistency will take the whole process to the next level. Now, the last part is scarcity, okay? And so scarcity, you could get all of the other ones right. You could build amazing rapport, provide amazing value, but now you're in the chasing and hunting game still. And this could happen actually top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel. It can happen throughout the process, but the process of creating urgency stops the chasing game. And so what ends up happening is you can create urgency around the market. You can create urgency around interest rates. You can create urgency around how many clients you can take on at any one given time. Or maybe you have a sliding scale structure of which you offer a different commission rate depending on the service that you're giving, but you can only take a certain amount of clients at this commission rate with this specific offer to make sure your clients get serviced properly. But there needs to be an element of authentic urgency that is in both your interest and the client's best interest. And then when you do this and you create this urgency, it could also be created around some form of guarantee or some sort of special offer that you want them to take advantage of. And this takes your whole process to go from good presentation, good rapport to getting them to make a decision that's based on their interest and your best interest. And what ends up happening is if you keep these 6 principles of persuasion in mind, your sales and marketing go to a whole different level. And this is how my real estate business in my first year was able to go from struggling our first 3 to 6 months to really focusing on these 6 principles, integrating them into our sales and marketing process, to doing 151 transactions our first year between myself and my partner, to then scaling to up to over 500 transactions consistently with a really strong team, to then actually creating a referral program that put us on the Inc. 500 as one of the fastest growing companies in the country, to now actually having a whole portfolio of companies in the real estate services industry. So take these things, watch this video over and over again, and I hope this was helpful. And if you're wondering if you what technology that you could use to help you facilitate this, I'd encourage you to check out Ren360. If you go to ren360.io or click on the link below, you can actually sign up to a free light user. And that light user will allow you to check out technology through AI and smart automation to help you before they're your client and after your client, keeping everything extremely consistent throughout the process, helping you capture and convert and close more deals. Until next time, if you have not already, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.